not familiar, because this is a new year and it's a new district now. Okay? So the new district, we're no longer with San Diego County anymore.
Oh.
Okay? We're not with San Diego County anymore. Right. So now Imperial is now with Riverside County and San Bernardino County. Okay? So the district goes from all of Imperial County up through Indio, Coachella, Blythe, all the way up to Mojave, Needles.
Victorville.
Okay? It doesn't include Victorville. It stays on the very east side of San Bernardino to encompass the Colorado River. Okay? Then dips down underneath that mountain range to stay in the Palm Springs area where Desert Hot Springs is involved, but they took out Palm Desert and Palm Springs Southern. Go through the pass to Banning Beaumont, and then over that mountain into Hemet San Jacinto. Okay? So it's a very new district, and that's both on the state and congressional side. The state side, I think, also encompasses Temecula. Okay, so we have to be worried about that because the Colorado River is our life out here. Okay, that is our lifeline. I was at a meeting last night where the Eastern Valley Municipal Water District was already talking about drying up farms out here to use water to bring to their county and to the metropolitan areas of LA and the Inland Empire and all these other places that they have water districts. So the Metropolitan Water District is growing eastward and in hopes that they can capture more of the Colorado River to feed the water supplies for the LA and even into San Diego. So I have to make that very aware because I want you guys to understand that. As a physician in this community, I have always put the community first. We are the only clinic out here that has a VA contract, okay? And I've had that VA contract from when we opened. I made sure that we wanted to take care of our veterans. And so if you need to see us, we had that clinic in El Centro is open 7 days a week. We open at 10. And we close anywhere from 7 o'clock on the weekends to 8 or 9 o'clock on the weekdays, depending on how busy it is. Okay? So know that that service is also available to you. Okay? We have the clinic in Brawley, and that's over by the Poke Noodle, by Circle K. Same clinic, Monday through Friday, open at 10, usually close around 6 to 7 o'clock at night. Okay? Again, same service, VA. If you need to be seen up there, you can be seen up there. And then Calexico will be the same. 400 Mary Street in downtown Calexico, that building that's kind of been demolished and they're rebuilding, that's going to be another urgent care center. So the VA, again, benefits will also be able to be taken there. I'm not a veteran, but my dad, who raised me, was in Vietnam. My biological dad was Air Force. Both my grandfathers were Air Force pilots. My grandfather Tyson was a full colonel out at March Air Force Base in Riverside, and that's how I grew up in the Southern California area. Your guys' service is a huge value to my heart. Your guys' service is greatly appreciated, and the times that we're seeing now, I don't want that erased. Okay, I'm not going to have that erased. So I've been fighting the COVID battles. I've been fighting the mandates. We've been fighting the unconstitutional takeover of our lives that you guys fought so dearly for. And so I'm going to try to take that fight to the next level at the congressional seat. Okay, as well as giving you guys the community support that you so deserve. My wife grew up in Mexicali. She sees what impoverished communities look like. We know that this community is one of the poorest in the nation when it comes to the county. And why it's been neglected for so long, I don't know. But we have to look at the current leadership that makes promises to you guys every 2 years or every 4 years. And we have to start calling into question what's changed. We hear it over and over. We're going to bring jobs. We're going to bring money. We're going to do better things. We're going to fix things for you. And then they don't live here. Out of sight, out of mind. Right? Look at what's going on. Look at downtown El Centro. Look at downtown Brawley. Look at Calexico. Look at what happened with, the pandemic and closing the borders, what that did to all of our businesses. I own 2 restaurants and 2 urgent cares out here. I know what it's like. I'm trying to employ people, and I can't even, we're having a hard time getting people to even shop at the mall anymore. And the mall used to be busy, used to be packed. So promises made need to be promises kept. Right? I made a promise to the community to take care of you guys during COVID. And I did. It cost me $250,000 in loans to do it, but I did it. And we saved 10,000 patients out here in this area. I lost 7 patients, 3 of them the first day. So of my 10,000 patients, I lost 4 to COVID-19. I'll put that track record against any hospital, any emergency department in the world. That's what made me a COVID expert. That's what made Dr. Fareed a COVID expert. That's why we wrote the book. That's why Fareed is right now in Paris, France at the International COVID Conference, and I will be joining him on Zoom. Okay? That's why people like Ron DeSantis and Joseph Ladapo from Florida called me to be on the call with them about their COVID policies. We're making the change. It's slow because government runs slow, but we've been fighting things on the front before I ever decided to run for Congress. My dad taught me, be a man of action, not a man of words. And I'm sure you guys all understand that, being in the service. So I hope my actions of everything I've done over the last 2 years proves to you that I am 100% into this community. Regardless of party, politics, for me it's about giving people out here an opportunity to work, live, educate, survive. If we don't start taking care of the valley is going to die. I saw it die in Redlands with citrus. I don't want to see it out here. Because at least in Redlands, they were able to put warehouses and things for trade, and were able to replace those jobs. But there is no citrus in Redlands anymore. Their plan is to do the same out here. But what are you going to replace agriculture out here with? Warehouses that when it's 120 degrees outside, it's going to melt everything inside? I mean, think about it. What's the replacement? If they take away agriculture, and now they're even talking about beef, okay? Because you already start to hear that, right? Cows are bad. Cows are bad. Cows are bad. Cows are not bad. Cows are food. Okay, but we have the beef plant, which employs 900 people. You've got the feedlots, which employ probably another 600 people. They're talking about opening a jerky plant, which is going to employ another 400 people. Well, if you take away all of that business, you're taking away thousands of jobs. Thousands of jobs. And we need those markets to help our small businesses survive. Because if those markets die, then the small business dies, then the whole industry out here dies. We were just having a discussion. They're talking about making a lithium plant out here. Well, who's going to get the money from the lithium plant? Right? Not us if I'm not in office, because they'll take that to wherever these guys live. Right? We've been dealing with San Diego politicians for how long? Right? And do we see that money? Look, you look at all those solar panels that you have up. How much money do we get from that? Nothing. How much electricity do we get from that? Nothing. But it's on our county land. It's in our district. Why was that even allowed to happen? Well, because the politicians live where? San Diego. We just gave San Diego 6 million cubic feet of water. 6 million at $300 a cubic foot. $1.8 billion we just gave them. We gave it to them. We got nothing in return. You don't tell me $1.8 billion out here could have done some good? Absolutely could have. Where's our revitalization project?
They give us their trash.
Yeah, they give us our trash, exactly.
That's all we get.
Right? We have a gold mine. How much money do we get from the gold mine? Right? But Dianne Feinstein happens to own the land around there? That's interesting. Yeah, think about that. So the elites are getting richer at the expense of the valley. The politicians who don't live here keep siphoning off the valley. Well, I'm here to represent the valley, period. I hope you guys will support me with that. I hope that my record shows you that I'm invested in the valley with, soon to be 3 urgent cares and 2 restaurants. I don't know how much more invested I can get, but we're going to continue that fight. So I'm just hoping that you guys will support me, get your friends to support me, and let's make a run and let's win a seat so we can have some representation. Again, urgent care, we got you covered, and we have the VA. We take VA benefits, so that's huge for you guys. If any veteran gets a bill for my urgent care, all you got to do is talk to me, and that bill will be wiped out. Okay? Will not take any money from you guys, regardless if the VA denies it or not. I don't care. Your bill will still be wiped out. Okay? Because again, I think you guys have done enough for this country. You shouldn't have to worry about health care. Okay?
Thank you.